October 12th. Welcome to Wet Hair Day. Grab a coffee and let's talk about a realistic utopia of a fair society, because that's the only type of society that will eliminate violence and wars. And who doesn't want that? Okay, a quickie about another aspect of Roe's difference principle, because, well, days are just packed. But it's another important aspect. The difference principle is concerned not only with the distribution of money, income, and wealth, but of economic power and control, and of opportunities for self-respect. That's quite logical, to me at least, because A, the value of money is something that exists only in the model of the world our mind produces, in our mind, not reality. So it does nothing to further the goals of the material things that came together in our body in order to create the best possible search engine for suitable energies to discover in their surroundings. That they could. Money is not energy. Doesn't help the material things in our body. So, and B, the motivation of all people to come together in a society and cooperate is to be able to engage themselves in random searches, themselves personally. What takes power and control about all of our activities in our hands, in the hands of the individual members of society. A society only concerning itself with numbers, and in particular with the numbers making up money and wealth, will never be a fair, nor, must I say, a healthy society. Despite this simple truth, the concentration of power in the hands of owners and managers is so ingrained into the dataset that we are all unconsciously used today to generate our model of a world that we tend to take it for granted. Like a natural law. There's nothing natural about it. This bleeds out of the other ingrained data point coming from Roman law that gives us our understanding that ownership is defined by the right to destruct and destroy what you own. So there's no responsibility of an owner to nurture and improve their possession for any reason. If it helps them personally to exploit their possessions to the point that the possession is broken and kaputt, that's okay, because they are the owner, and that makes up ownership, that defines ownership, their right to destroy. Worse though, the principle was developed to regulate the unnatural state of one person owning another, slavery. In this understanding, the people associated with a commercial activity become part of a property and make up part of a property's value. When any other person associated with a commercial activity who is not the owner turns into a thing, the owner's property is absolute because there's no one else to share it with. You don't share ownership with a thing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is still the basis of our economy today. The difference principle reminds us that there's nothing natural about the power that owners have over workers. Because, again, we join a corporation, we join a society with one motivation that we all share. And this one motivation is not survival, but this one motivation is engaging personally in exploration, in random searches. So there's nothing natural that one person will direct the activities of all the others. Because then you cannot, the search is not random anymore that you are conducting. So there is nothing natural about the power that owners have over workers, and that this is a disparity that needs to be justified rather than simply assumed. The difference principle reminds us it's a disparity, and that needs to be justified. If there's a hierarchy, the hierarchy needs to be justified. As a disparity, all hierarchies are justified only if they have real and comparable compensating benefits. And remember, benefit is defined as the increased ability to engage in random searches. So they have real and comparable compensating benefits in the terms of increasing the ability of all the others. And in particular, again, for the least advantaged members of society, to engage in random searches, to explore, to discover their surroundings and themselves. That's all for today, what I had to say. A quickie, as I said. Any thoughts? Tell me, tell all, leave a comment. Since our models of the world change with every new information we gather, and the models are only accessible to others when we communicate them, because the models live only in our heads and are completely different to the one that lives in a different head. We are all part of never-ending negotiations for a fair society. And that requires constant conversation and debate of all of us to stay on the same page and still reassure each other that we are still using the same small data set to align our models of the world to the degree it is necessary to cooperate. Okay, so as I said, all for today, for now at least. Tonight I will be in a TikTok live again in my kitchen. You are cordially invited. I will fix champignons in a creamy sauce, top of which I will put on dumplings. And I will talk about just that, fair society. And if that's not your cup of tea, I will be back on Monday with another video like this that you will find in my timeline, or if you rather want to read the transcripts of this or any other video, go to my blog Hyperobject Mind, where you can read the transcripts. Okay, so for now, bye.